Hi there and welcome to Dinos Vault once again. This time Dinos Vault goes orange to celebrate the next level of motorcycling that we are living and experiencing day in and day out thanks to a revolutionary and rebellious launch courtesy of Hamara Bajaj that has redefined street biking once and for all. Yes, this bike is all about rebellion. A rebellion against run of the mill, a rebellion against conservative approach and a rebellion against settling for mediocrity. The Duke series from KTM is an initiative that has changed the course of motorcycling not only here in India but also worldwide. Let me give you just a bit of trivia before we start out with the review. KTM is an Austrian motorcycle manufacturing company started by Mr. Johann Trunkenpols, the actual founder of KTM, who produced their first motorcycle called R100 in 1951. Initially, KTM stood for Kraftfahrzeug Trunkenpols Mattighofen, wherein Kraftfahrzeug is a German word which means motor vehicle, and Mattighofen is a town in Austria from where this company originates. However, in 1953, Mr. Ernst Kronreif became a major shareholder in the company and included his name in the name of the company, thereby changing it to Kronreif and Trunkenpols Mattighofen. Long story short, to speak of what makes KTM one of the fastest growing motorcycling brands across the world is the fact that they have been undisputed champions for the past 14 consecutive years in the Dakar Rally Championship, which happens to be the most grueling and most challenging off-road racing competition in the world. Now we'll cut out the trivia part here and start out with the review. Talking about the design, I mean, just look around not only in our market but also worldwide, and you'll find that the design language adopted by KTM is so distinctive and so authentic that it appears as if the company wants to make a clear statement with their design language itself. Every element of this design is radical, new age and badass. The headlamp looks cool along with the sleek looking turn indicators. The fuel tank looks gorgeous with equally stunning paint job and decal work. The engine cowl looks superbly edged out. The exposed tubular space frame made of steel looks sexy and seductive. The Y-shaped alloy wheels look great. The top quality lightweight pin-jointed swing arm is made using the same principles as that of the Duke 690 and looks scorching hot. The tail section is lifted up to give it a sleeker look. Another point to note is the underbelly exhaust. Many people were left searching for the exhaust when the bike first surfaced in 2012. At the back, the tail lamp cluster along with the sleek looking turn indicators look superb. The instrument cluster is a modern marvel in and of itself. It carries so much information that time would not suffice if I start listing out all of them. I will list out a few noteworthy ones, and we get an all digital unit with a tachometer, speedometer, odometer, trip meter, fuel gauge, clock, gear shift indicator, coolant temperature, average fuel consumption, distance to empty, average speed, etc., and have already successfully challenged Shankar Mahadevan's Breathless. Now, coming to the most important section, the way it rides. Now, while you're already floored by its sheer stunning looks, the moment you hop on and let the bike rip, you realize that this bike is nothing less of a miracle, and even that of epic proportions. Because while all other motorcycles around the world in and around its segment do offer something special, this bike feels as if it is from a different planet. Now, when I rode it for the first time in 2012, this was the first time I was left searching for words to describe my experience. You can, however, check my written review on my website. Now, powering the Duke 200 is a liquid-cooled single-cylinder 4-valve 199.5cc engine that comes with fuel injection, and it puts out a maximum power of 25 PS at 10,000 RPM and 90 Newton meters of torque at 8,000 RPM. It comes mated to a 6-speed gearbox that has shorter gear ratios, and it weighs just 128 kgs dry, which means without the fuel, which gives it an astounding power to weight ratio of 183.8 PS per ton. And it is this that ends up giving you the ride of your life. The balance is perfect, the handling is superb, the flickability is unbelievable, and the power delivery is absolutely phenomenal. This is one such motorcycle wherein the more you rev it, the more the bike comes alive. It feels at ease doing this all through the day. You keep ringing the throttle and it keeps lunging forward. There are no noticeable vibrations either in the lower or higher RPMs. The clutch is now lighter when compared to the earlier model launched in 2012. The foot brake lever has been moved further outwards for easy reach and operation. The seat is very comfortable and the pillion seat is usable. The seating posture, even with slightly rear set foot pegs, is ideal for shooting across the streets. Though it comes across as a thoroughbred street fighter, it enables you to have lots and lots of fun on a track. Thanks to the mass centralization concept with the underbelly exhaust, the brilliant swing arm and the WP monoshock, Along with super sticky MRF rubber with a 150 section rear tire, cornering on this baby is an absolute delight. Talking about the braking power on board, you get a 4-pot radially mounted caliper, 280 front disc, along with a single piston floating caliper, 230 rear disc. Braking is confidence inspiring and extremely satisfactory. Yes, we don't get ABS on board, but we do get it with Duke 390, so you always have the option of upgrading. Talking about the suspension setup, we get a WP suspension with 43 front forks, which is the same as the one found on the RC8R. We also get a WP rear monoshock, and the suspension travel for the front and the rear is 150 Though the suspension is on the stiffer side to offer superb performance, it does soak up the bumps without bothering you all that much. Talking about other noteworthy specs, ground clearance is 165 seat height is 810 millimeters. We do get backlit switches with a high beam flasher and an engine kill switch. Fuel tank capacity is 11 liters. Talking about the mileage, though this bike is not about mileage, the injection electronics and shorter gear ratios along with a regulated catalytic converter ensures decent fuel economy despite offering stunning performance. There is no company claim, but as per user feedback, you can expect more than 35 kmpl under mixed riding conditions. Please go through the knowledge base section found on the homepage menu of my website for tips on extracting best mileage. Price ex-showroom Hyderabad is 1,45,641 rupees. So that's pretty much it. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.